before I vote, are you be able to talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be able to expand upon what I looked at, what all the department heads have looked at.
Okay.
The policy itself. So, yeah, I can talk about it.
Let me just say a comment here, just very briefly. I would like to see any documentation about what is and is not a problem. Based on the audits for the last 3 years, there appears to be a pattern of this. So if we're going to get somebody to look at it, and we've already done that, then I'd like to see the product or report, something.
Well, I didn't make necessarily a report on it.
Well, then how about this? Why don't we hold this till
I
next?
I certainly went through each and every bill in each and every department, and I reviewed it thoroughly, and actually didn't see anything in 2015 that was glaring. Saw some things in 14, which I can report on, but they were SWAB expenditures.
I thought the issue, one of the issues that you were going to look into before us, Mayor, was the issues with credit cards that didn't have, payment of credit cards that didn't have proper documentation.
No, they all had proper documentation. There may have been a receipt here or there that was missing, but that was a very rare situation. And it was a very small.
This is what you want us to talk about
Yeah,
out there,
this is
right?
kind of,
Okay.
guys, this is what I'm shooting for on the
Okay.
floor if we could. So
Alright.
moving on to number 3, first reading, we're going to move to second reading. Anyone want to go to 3?
I asked my questions of Mark last week, so I'm prepared to go to 3.
How do you want to go
I'm
to
not
3 as
prepared to
well?
go. We're going,
Jan?
as far as I'm concerned.
Dave?
I can go either way. I'm happy at second.
You're
I think we
deciding
should stay
vote.
with
Do you want to go to
second.
3 or do you want to stick at 2?
2's fine.
Okay. Resolution 6, same thing. Do we want to keep it at second reading or move to 3?
Yes, if it was second.
Everyone agree?
Yeah. Am I allowed to ask one question?
Sure.
I think it's the same question I have.
Well, then let me go first. The written ordinance for this, that's on our, why do we have this? I thought we already got it.
That's more detailed for you, so that you can either amend and incorporate those items that are on there that shows what those expenditures were for, or what they were billed for,
All right, I still-
or else you can just continue on with the one that you have and just pass it that way. But we thought we'd give you a little bit more detail.
I see.
Is this your amendment, Mayor?
It is, and so it gives you more detail.
So basically, this is number 6 here, ordinance 6, but it's just written in a different with more detail. Okay.
Right.
I didn't understand.
Yeah, that's all it is. If you look under the first whereas, that's all it is that it's this additional
Okay.
word.
As far as I'm concerned, this should stay at second reading. This is, there are a number of issues here that we can discuss them, and I think we need to publicize what these are for, this amended version of it.
You can have that on the floor.
No, well, I think the,
No, I understand
the
what you're saying.
public wants to
Right.
hear more about it, too.
Moving on to number 7,
I
second
just want to
reading.
remind you regarding this, that you have to amend it to conform with what you have there.
Right, I know. But if we're at second reading, we don't have to do any more than second reading tonight.
Right.
On the current one, yes.
Right.
This won't, then this won't
I
show up,
understand,
yeah.
I understand.
Number 7, compensation for non-union city employees, second reading.
Yes.
Everyone in agreement with second?
Yeah, I want to ask more questions about that, so this was, so yeah, I'll hold on a second.
Ordinance 8, second reading. Jan's healthcare plan, second reading. Jan?
Yeah, we can do second on both. I only have a couple comments.
Okay.
Just want a little more
So
feedback, that's
8
all.
and 9 will be second reading. Number 10, thecheckbook.com through Sylvia. Sylvia, what's your pleasure on that?
Let's just stay at second reading. I did get another update today.
Why can't
from-
we just take this to 2-3? It's either we do it or don't do it. There's a lot of work involved if we do it, so continue to pursue it.
No,
It's not going to be viable.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind giving the public a chance to talk on it if they want to, for this meeting and then the next one, so there's no harm in waiting.
I think it's desirable. Let me tell you, I was given an update today because I talked to the person who's in charge of the Northeast Ohio coordination. Our accounting system, CMI, has actually done something I'm surprised by, but they have developed a specific report that will be allowed to go automatically into the checkbook system. So there's very little work that has to be done, and it's supposed to be released.
I'm not concerned about the work, I'm concerned about the other things, so I
Well,
don't mind if
well, I'm
I
just-
hear
but
from the
I-
public about it. And
Well,
And I've talked to 2 other mayors who said, no, they started the participation and pulled back because of the issues within this particular software.
What mayors, what
And
cities?
the time consumed that it
What cities?
takes to produce it. Pardon me?
What cities did you talk to?
South Euclid and, I gotta think of which one he's from. They're in the NOPEC board.
Well, I've talked to a
people-
number of mayors already on this
Yeah.
issue.
I do know that Akron is about to go into this process too. So, there are a number of them that have already gone onto the system. And I'm just telling you, the amount of work has been drastically reduced for the particular accounting system that we are on.
No, I've heard the opposite. from
Well,
the
but
people I
I'm just
spoke
telling you,
to,
this is the
so-
latest update from the
Yeah.
people who know all of the software that's involved. And they're telling me that CMI, which is the provider of our software, is releasing a patch which will allow you to simply read their accounting system and produce the report, they call it, that goes into the checkbook.
I don't still think, the people I've talked to, it's not ready for prime time, it still has issues, it's crashed, and it
Well-
hasn't been out there a
Well,
year.
this is, guys, this should be, again, this is my intention, to get this out on the
Okay.
floor so people can hear what you're saying.
Okay.
So moving on to 13.
I think we
May I
should
ask
go
one
to second
question?
reading.
The material that you had talked about, Sylvia, is it any of it in written form that we can have or not?
I can ask them to provide me the written report about it.
Yeah, that would be nice, thank you.
Okay, we'll go to second reading then.
Moving on to 13, this is for the GPD outstanding bills. So
Okay,
we want to
this
go first
number,
read on that.
Sure.
Jan, will you take that one?
Sure.
Mayor, does that need to move forward, or can that?
I mean, it came in late, I mean, it came in just recently, and it was a
It's not
cleanup.
like they're going to quit working for us.
Yeah, so, yeah, I mean, they're,
my only question on this whole issue is we already appropriated money for this particular project. It was in 401, and I haven't seen the close. I did ask Rhonda about that yesterday, and she responded very nicely to me that they are going to have a close very soon. I want to look at that line that was in 401, but we appropriated significant money for this, and I don't know why there would be any additional money that needed to be moved. So I'd say first reading is fine.
Moving on to 14, big box security issues. Kevin, will you take that one? First read.
well, that's my piece of legislation.
Yeah, what is,
I had the same idea, so I thought it was.
and you would like us just to question it on the floor, is that it? Okay.
That's all right. And
All
then,
right.
yeah, motion for the judge.
You don't want to do that at 3 read, you want to hold that at first reading?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one right here on
Okay.
14, yeah, first reading.
And Chief had
Said
said,
no, yeah, he has some hesitation about it.
he, he may have to do a couple tweaking, but
Jan, will you take the motion that's on there
Yes,
as
sir.
well? And then the mayor has asked me, we had a discussion about when we made our decisions for president, vice president, finance and all that. If we would, it makes sense to probably have the president and the vice president next to him on the DS. Does anyone have a problem with that if we move seats?
No, I kind of like my end, but that's.
Yeah, he's always like that.
Well, if that was the intention, I think it's a reasonable request. I don't have a problem doing it, but I wanted
If I sit at the wrong seat, don't embarrass me, just be gentle.
I'd have to move, I don't care.
I'd have to move as well,
I don't
so
care.
I wanted to
I
at
I
least
can
put it
stay over
out.
in my seat, so
I
fine.
think it's logic, that's fine.
It's up to everybody else, says it's
I'll
fine.
I'll
just,
go off to the
everybody
side.
move down.
I'm just gonna slide over and
Yeah,
she's gonna go on the other side and we'll figure it out from
Yeah.
there. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
that's pretty quick, that's it.
Question, may I ask one
Oh.
question?
I have,
If
yeah, okay, I'm sorry.
if I understand on the executive session that we talked about it before, that you're going to make the motion, you're excluding the two cases that we talked
Yes.
about.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Hey, I'm sorry about that weird phone call. Yes.
Did you get my response? Yes. I don't know. So I sent it from a computer on my Yahoo account, not my phone. I'll try my phone to see. Yeah, whatever's blocked is done. Okay. They may have, like, when I forwarded it to them a while ago, he may have done something and they never told me. And then I sent you something. Okay. Give it a shot. All right. Skipping February. I think it's the